There are many ways to find rough diamonds in nature, so in today's video, I'm going to show you the easiest way. The most accessible place for you to find diamonds and other gems. It's rivers, but does that mean you can find diamonds anywhere in a river? The answer is no. But there is a place in rivers where many gems can be found. Alluvial deposits are the most suitable places for this. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a river with your feet in the water. You look down at the water and notice a small, shiny stone on the riverbed being carried by the current. It's a diamond coming towards you. You are amazed and can hardly believe your eyes. Of course, this is a fictional story, and you will never see a diamond being carried by the current. Because the first thing you'll notice when you find a diamond in nature is that it's much heavier than other common stones of the same size, which means that even if the current is strong enough to carry it downstream, other lighter stones will surely be carried along, keeping the diamond hidden under the gravel of alluvial deposits. These deposits take millions of years to form, so they can hide diamonds and other precious minerals such as gold and titanium. But that's basically how diamonds spread through nature. But if other lighter stones hide diamonds, how do you find diamonds in rivers? Well, first you have to identify the alluvial deposits in the river you're looking for, which are the clumps of gravel that form in rivers. It's in that gravel that you're going to be looking, and that's true for flowing rivers or old rivers that dried up thousands of years ago. And in the case of dry rivers, you'll notice a small pile of gravel and silt. All you have to do is dig a little to remove the gravel, get some water, and use the techniques I'm going to show you below. But let's say you're in a river with running water. What do you have to do to find beautiful diamonds like those found in underground mines that are hexagonal in shape, with 6 sides just like these? Well, when it comes to looking for diamonds in rivers, don't expect to find a stone in perfect condition. Usually diamonds found in rivers have irregular shapes like these, unlike diamonds that are mined directly from kimberlites in mines. Usually diamonds found in rivers look like a semi-polished stone or have prominent edges. Although diamonds are the hardest minerals on Earth, they are also subject to wear and tear from friction and violent collisions with the other stones in the river. But then you might ask, how can I tell the difference between diamonds and other stones? The first characteristic you'll notice is the metallic luster. This characteristic is unique to diamonds. Just look at the difference in luster between a rough diamond and quartz. Can you see how different the luster of a diamond is? If you look closely, you'll see that a diamond's luster is so unique that it even looks like the stone is oily. In other words, when you look at a diamond, it looks like a polished piece of iron, not a stone. So if you can notice this difference in the luster of diamonds, you'll certainly be able to identify a suspicious stone. Now that you know about shape and sparkle, the third and most important tip when it comes to finding diamonds in nature is to learn how to identify the minerals that indicate the possibility of finding diamonds in your area. This is because not every stream is going to have diamonds. So the first thing you should do before starting your search is to see if any of these indicator minerals are present: garnet, chromite, and ilmenite. These 3 minerals are much more abundant than diamonds, but because they form under similar conditions to diamonds, they are used as indicators, so they deserve your attention. Garnet, for example, is a gemstone that is much more common and cheaper than diamonds. And the most common type we can find in rivers is pyrope garnet, which is reddish in color, sometimes a little dark, sometimes a little brown. It is usually found in round or cubic shapes with several sides, sometimes polished. Like diamonds, they are heavy minerals. Some can even be worth a lot of money once they're cut. But what is important here is that you recognize and find these stones. Another indicator is ilmenite, an oxide of iron and titanium. This mineral is black with a metallic sheen. It is trigonal in shape and can have a number of facets. It looks like a piece of iron, is very heavy, has a hardness of about 6 on the Mohs scale, and is a strong indication that diamonds may be present at the site. In fact, some ilmenite can be mistaken at first glance for carbonized diamond itself, which is darker and is popularly called black diamond. But since it has a hardness of 6, you can use a quartz crystal to test its hardness, remembering that quartz has a hardness of 7 Mohs. The next mineral is chromite, another type of iron oxide containing iron and chromium and other combinations of minerals. It has a dark metallic appearance with irregular formation and is more rustic than ilmenite. It is also very heavy, almost like pure iron ore, much heavier than other stones of similar size. It regularly resembles a piece of lead. Finding chromite in rivers is also a strong indication that there may be diamonds there, as well as sapphires and rubies. So there, you found these minerals. The fourth step is to get the diamonds out of the river. But how do you practically do that? Well, to get the diamonds out of the river, you're going to need some sieves like these. You can start with 3 of them, but if you want to use more, feel free, because it's usually in the smaller ones that you'll find the diamonds. And there are a few tricks you'll need to do with the screen. First, you'll need to move some river gravel around. Take a shovel and put some of the gravel into the sieve. Then make circular movements, turning the sieve. Since the diamond is heavier than the other stones, it will end up at the bottom of the gravel, along with the garnets, ilmenites, chromites, and gold, if there is any in the river. Again, you can use a prospector's paddle to move the gravel, gradually throwing out the lighter material along with the water, leaving only the heavier minerals in the center, as shown in this map video by our friend Dan Hurd. Now, this is going to take a little practice, of course, but in a few minutes, you'll be able to familiarize yourself with the process. Finally, you're going to have to spread out all the gravel, all the heavier material, and look carefully because you're going to have to see the diamond with your eyes. So remember that metallic sheen we talked about at the beginning of the video. Diamonds do not have the same luster as quartz crystals, so don't be fooled by transparent stones. The diamond is more like a crystal with a metallic sheen. Its brilliance will attract attention from afar. Diamonds are very small, so don't be fooled into thinking you're finding big stones. And when I say big, I mean over a gram, which is pretty big for a diamond. Also, before you find your first diamond, remember that it can't always be a quality stone. There are diamonds that are darker in color, of lesser value, full of inclusions that are only industrial diamonds. But even if you find an industrial diamond, rejoice, because you're on the right track and in the right place with real diamonds, and it's worth looking further. The only caveat is to remember that diamonds are not easy stones to find. Even the most experienced have a hard time finding one, but it's not impossible. Who knows when your lucky day will happen, right? That's why it's worth analyzing every stone you find, especially in rivers. Taking the test to learn how to identify the different characteristics of gemstones can increase your chances of finding something valuable. While some discoveries may seem like luck, knowledge and attention to detail are essential in distinguishing an ordinary stone from a precious one. To help you identify these stones, we have several full-length videos here on the channel about different types of gemstones, including diamonds. In them, you'll learn at-home tests to identify your stones. But if you'd rather have all this knowledge in one place, check out our ebook, Gemology for Beginners. It's a complete illustrated resource, including a mineral dictionary, where you'll learn the most important characteristics of the precious and semi-precious stones found in your region. Also, feel free to comment on where you're watching us from and if you found any diamonds out there. Thanks for liking and subscribing. You motivate me to continue this project. Good luck, Gem Hunter.